everyone, I'm the Mighty Blues, and welcome back to Danganronpa. We're in the middle of the final trial. I'm not even going to try to explain what the hell's happening. Crazy stuff's happening. If you want to know what's going on, watch the last episode. Let's just jump back in.
Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Oh god, we're immediately oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Okay. I think I know what I gotta do. I don't actually know what I gotta do. Uh-oh.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
Oh, never mind. I know what I gotta do.
Enoshima? Leon Kuwata?
Oh, shit. No, it wasn't Leon.
Hiro Fujisaki? Mondo Owada? Kiyotaki Fumi Yamada? Celestia Lu... whatever? Or maybe... Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
No, I know exactly who it is. I know exactly who it is.
Who is this? Now, there's no way anyone was murdered! No.
Nailed it! Nailed it! You can tell by the way the stab wounds are on the body.
Junko.
It was Junko.
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered...
Similarities match? Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
So let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the Mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive. She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro? Alive? No, I think it's the other way around. I think Mukuro's dead, but Junko's alive. The one that's still alive is Mukuro? But can we really believe that? No. There's no way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusaba is still alive. Oh god, I don't know what to do for this one.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the Mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
No, I actually think I know what I gotta do. No, I think I know what I gotta do. Because the body had the Fenrir tattoo. And we know Mukuro has the Fenrir tattoo. So that means that the corpse is actually Mukuro. It's Junko that's alive.
It wasn't Mukuro.
No, that's wrong. No, The body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. So then one person it could be. It's fucking Junko! We know that! Yeah, no, it's Taka. It's Junko.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
Taka. Byakuya doesn't understand what cosplay is.
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
No shit, Captain Obvious.
But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. I did check, absolutely, and I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
You mean Mukuro was dead? That's the thing that I think everyone is confused on. Everyone's still thinking that's Junko. No, Mukuro was dead. Mukuro has been dead this whole time. Junko was hiding because she's the mastermind. And then everything was staged to look like Mukuro was just hiding the whole time, when she actually wasn't. She was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive,
It must be wrong.
then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
Alright, Kyoko, now's your cue to kick in and tell everyone how stupid they are and that this is all correct, right?
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Thanks, Kyoko! This is why you're the best character.
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Huh?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? I checked her, she was dead. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? Oh, thank you, game. Finally, we're getting some leeway. Maybe she used some sort of trick. It's called fucking makeup! Oh my god! Are you serious? Wait, what? What is this word? I tried looking up words that also mean disguise, but that start with R and I couldn't find anything. So then I looked at the spaces and realized it's got to be replace. It's got to be replace. Oh shit. Oh, L. It's an L. There we go. Now an A. Now A. Now E. Come on. Replaced.
Now I understand.
That actually slipped me up for a bit.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but... that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
Has to be some way. Need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched. They could have switched at the beginning.
I got it. The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that.
Thank you! Holy shit! Yes! You can hide it with fucking makeup. Also, good on them for giving the actual kind of makeup that you could use to cover that up.
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect your identity? When did I do that?
He still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. Doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. First time was during the latest investigation. Would it have to be during the group photo? So was Monokuma trying to keep me safe during the investigation. Wait, what? No? Would it be control room?
Shoot!
Okay, I don't actually know. Wait, what? Would it be the tarp? Raise the ultimate despair from this doesn't seem right. No.
Shoot!
Well, shit! Was not expecting this to be the part where I ruined it all. Shit! No! No! Doing it again!
I refuse to give up yet.
Doing it! I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Yeah! Let's do it. Okay, hold on. I gotta think about this thoroughly.
Two of them may have switched.
I don't fucking know. The DVD?
I got it! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
Oh, wait! I forgot about this! I actually forgot about this! Yeah, Monokuma cut the power! Oh, I actually forgot about this! That would explain why I couldn't figure it out. Sorry, I had to look this one up. I had to look it up because I couldn't figure it out.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
No, it wasn't a flute. It wasn't a flute. The Mastermind definitely orchestrated that huge power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. Mastermind tried to cover up the whole piece of evidence. Another piece of evidence. I gotta reveal that. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay.
What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible!
Okay.
That's impossible!
How to do the group photo?
This should prove it.
Because Junko, one of the things I noticed is Junko's face was always covered. That was one of the details I noticed.
The video wasn't the only only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten.
Yeah, I actually noticed this earlier too. It seemed like Junko's face was always covered.
In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common to all these pictures. The unusual circumstance is Junko's face.
Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the Mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now.
Oh shit, we're already doing the closing climax? Oh, hell yeah, okay. Okay, alright. Shit. Okay. That makes sense to go there. Act 2. Yep, Mukuro was killed. Act 3, you have the real Mukuro. I guess move the body. That makes sense. And then... no, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. But the knife there, stab. And then... this one makes sense to go there. Then... she hits him. Or it doesn't look like she hit him, but... yeah, that looks right. Yeah, because then... yeah, because then... Kyoko shows up. Kyoko stops her. And then... we cut to the next shot. Junko puts the mask on Mukuro. And then... That's right. So then there's the body. Then the explosion happens. Oh god, I'm really hoping I'm right on this, because I'm trying to think if there's anything else that doesn't look right. This is the only piece of evidence that I'm not sure about. Actually, there we go. Because I noticed that's got the dolly and the wrong tarp. That was from the Hifumi case. Okay, I think I did this right.
The killer is you! We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusawa. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the Mastermind, Junko, and Oshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Ah, fuck! Damn it! Okay. Well, got something wrong at least. I wonder if these need to be switched. Because that's the only thing I can think of. These two just needed to be switched.
The killer is you! Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro.
God damn it!
So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko and Oshima! That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over?
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Oh shit! She finally appears!
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
What? I was not expecting this voice! Holy shit, I was not expecting this!
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world! We've even drawn up the deed already! We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking! Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Nah!
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the Mastermind? She's the real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face!
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
That's so oddly specific. That's...
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. It's definitely before I got to the school. Before arriving at school. First anime. Before arriving at school.
That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
Yeah. Those are totally photoshopped. I mean, she's not wrong. They probably are photoshopped.
It's necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
But also not wrong, actually.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins!
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
I love her!
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate despair!
I love her! I love her so much. Holy shit.
She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Ugh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Oh, hello. Wait. Oh, what? God, the personality switches are they're great. I love them, but also, oh, hello. I like this one.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called Mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family.
Ah, relatable.
Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously ranked, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
Can we go back to the other one? I don't like the cute one. No, I'm not a fan of this one. I like the other one better.
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Yeah, this wasn't supposed to. Yeah.
So you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad?
Oh my god, she's got mushrooms in her hair. Dear Lord. Oh.
That's why it gets me so excited. Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
I don't like this one.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister, too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood. Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer, so how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start floating.
I get the feeling this is going to continue for a long-ass time. I seriously thought, okay, you know what? We found the mystery of the killer. We got the identity of the mastermind. We're good. This just means it's going to be a little bit of a longer finale. But this tells me right here we still got a long ways to go. So you know what? I'm going to cut it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. And next time on Danganronpa, I guess we're going to figure out part 2 of this trial? I don't know. We'll figure it out. See you guys then.